Good morning and welcome to Axis Direct Opening Bell, a quick pre-market briefing with key global cues, overnight trends, and market-moving insights to keep you ahead. We'll start with the global markets. Overnight in the US, markets declined sharply. The Dow Jones fell 1.20%, the S&P 500 lost 1.23%, slipping into negative territory for the year, and the Nasdaq dropped 1.59%, led by tech weakness. The negative sentiment carried into Asia, with Japan's Nikkei down 1.22% and the Topix lower by 0.74% in the early hours. In India, Nifty closed at 25,643 yesterday, down 133 points, whereas Bank Nifty ended at 60,064, declining 175 points. The index formed a bearish candle with a lower shadow, indicating buying support near Wednesday's low. Markets stayed cautious ahead of today's RBI policy decision, while metal stocks saw selling pressure in line with weaker global metal prices. For today, a break below Wednesday's low of 25,564 could push Nifty towards 25,500 and the 20-day SMA near 25,452. A decisive close below the 20-day SMA may extend the downside towards 25,250 to 25,000. On the upside, the 25,750 to 25,820 zone remains a key resistance, followed by the crucial 26,000 level. A breakout above 26,000, which is the second highest call writing base, could trigger short covering and open a door towards an all-time high. The street expects the RBI to hold rates at 5.25%, stick with a neutral policy stance, and signal a continued focus on liquidity conditions. Nifty futures declined 123 points, with a 0.8% rise in open interest, indicating fresh short build-up. Bank Nifty slipped 163 points, though a 4% fall in open interest pointed to long unwinding. FIIs turned net sellers, offloading 2,150 crore rupees in the cash market after two buying sessions, pulling cumulative net flows down to 694 crore rupees. FII long-short ratio remained steady at 0.19. FIIs reinforced rising puts long and steady call shorts, while retail traders added 7,330 index futures shorts, and Pro abruptly reversed from bullish to bearish, exiting net call longs and turning short by 37,889 contracts. Volatility eased, with India VIX cooling 0.8% to 12.15, signaling stabilizing sentiment. Premiums reflected a split market. Nifty futures premium edged up to 82 points, while Bank Nifty premium widened to 191 points, reinforcing banking leadership. Option indicators stayed balanced ahead of weekly expiry, with Nifty PCR at 0.81 and Bank Nifty PCR at 1.04. The rupee weakened marginally to 90.23 per dollar. Sectorally, PSU banks outperformed, gaining 0.38%, while metals lagged, down 1.02%. In F&O space, Policy Bazaar topped the gainers with a 7.2% rally, while Tube Investments of India was the worst performer, sliding nearly 10%. On commodities, spot gold prices ended lower on Thursday, slipping 3.78% to $4,776, as the metal continued to trade below the key $5,000 level in the absence of fresh catalysts and on the back of a stronger US dollar. Investors are now awaiting today's US non-farm payrolls data for cues on the next directional move in gold. Spot silver witnessed another highly volatile session, plunging 19.50% to close at $70.93. A rebound in the US dollar remained a major drag on precious metals over the past week, following President Donald Trump's nomination of Kevin Warsh as the next Federal Reserve Chair. WTI. Crude oil prices eased nearly 2% after the US and Iran agreed to hold talks in Oman on Friday, easing fears of potential disruptions to Iranian crude supplies. That's it for today. Please note that this podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Please refer to our website for the full disclaimer. Thank you, and see you in the next episode. Investments in securities markets are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.